She lived life the way she wanted to and made her dreams come true.
Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and I'm a spiritual worker, tarot reader, and sound healer. And this is a pick a card reading with messages from the universe for you. Now, if there's anything in this reading that you enjoy or that's helpful to you, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Please keep in mind that the readings are general, so take what resonates. For each group, we'll be taking a look at overall energy, situation, path, outcome, love, money, and career, and also creative endeavors. And at the end, I'm also going to pull a spirit animal card. Now, before you select your group, I love to play a healing tone. That's a wonderful way to raise your vibration and make sure that you're open to receive all of the wonderful messages the universe has for you. Messages of love, peace, power, protection, and healing. So, beautiful being, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release any tension that you feel in your body. Allow any fears, doubts, or worries to melt away. This is your time. I see truth, I hear truth, I know truth, and I speak truth. So must it be on all dimensions. Ashe. Alright, beautiful being. You can go ahead and select your group, and I'll see you at your reading.
Take a few deep, cleansing breaths as you remain in a relaxed state. As you breathe, bring your attention to whatever group you feel most drawn to. There's no need to overthink it. Just go with what you feel. When you're ready, I'll see you at your reading.
Alright, group one, let's go ahead and take a look at your overall energy. Alright, you've got Angel of Pleasure, so it's time for you to have fun. It's time for you to let loose. I feel like you've been making sure that you got all the responsibilities and obligations taken care of, but now it's time for you to focus on you. And Divine is saying to incorporate more time for you each and every day. It shouldn't be just a treat. It should be an ongoing thing, because that's going to keep your vibration higher, and that means that you're going to attract more of the things that you want. You also have God of conflict resolution, so there's an insight for something that has gone on for seemingly too long. But Divine wants to say that this has been completely about divine timing. It seemed like, when is this going to end? When is this going to be resolved? And when am I going to be able to move on? But your time is coming. For some of you, this is a conflict within a relationship. And I see that closure is coming, and you're going to find that you're filled with much more peace on a daily basis. Even when you put your head on the pillow at night to go to sleep, you're just going to be like, like there's a sense of relief. I see a burden being lifted. And for some of you, this is about a concern regarding finances, or I see like family situations, family relationships. It may be something going on in court. So there's resolution that's coming. And I have to say this one as well, because it was there. It came out too. Goddess of the Earth, an idea connected to imagination, creativity, and nature is coming your way. So you're going to get lots of inspiration. Allow yourself to open up to things that might seem a little bit different. If you get thoughts and ideas that seem like it's just different from the norm for you, that's okay. Jot it down, and even if you don't make something of it right now or instantly when you get the idea, you'll come back to it later, and For some of you, it could bring a lot of abundance. I see you implementing these ideas that are coming to you in a creative endeavor that you have, and really walking it out, and it will become something really beautiful. So be careful with saying, oh, that's a crazy idea, or, if you're thinking of yourself as like, oh, I'm just too out there. No, those are the things that will bring you prosperity. Okay, so be willing to think out the box, and that's okay. All right, that's a good thing. All right, you also have a fiery climax approaches. So something, I feel like with this resolution that's coming with this conflict, there's something that's been going on that's coming to a peaceful state. Don't be afraid if you see that there's like what seems to be just like it's too much going on with it. Like it's what's going on? Why is all this? It might seem like it's blowing up a little bit, but it's because the energies before they become peaceful, there might be a little bit of agitation there. And that's because things are being worked out. Okay, by universe, by your spirit allies, because I see this going in your favor. And it's not going in your favor because I'm saying it is. It's going in your favor because you've been working. You have had your heart in a good place. And there have been misunderstandings and miscommunications, but you really have wanted to have things work out in the best way possible. And because of that, and because of your strength, and because of the wisdom that you've been tapping into, this is going to work out in your favor. So a fiery climax, don't be afraid of that. If you see some things that seem to be blowing up a little bit, there will be peace. Just ride your way through the storm, okay? Bring love into the situation. So whatever this conflict is that's going on, Divine is saying to look at it from a place of love. That does not mean that there has to be connection there, because for some of you, I see that there's like a breaking apart from toxic connections, okay? And toxic environments. But when you think about how you've handled the situation, be compassionate to yourself. Because when you judge yourself from a very harsh place, it really does bring you down, and you don't need that right now. Okay, you want to be uplifted and keep your vibe high. So have patience with yourself and have grace with yourself. Okay, because we do the best that we know to do, and that's what you did. So I'm gonna lay a spread for situation, path, outcome. I like what I just saw. I like it. It's beautiful. And it really does confirm what we've already gotten into. So you have for your current situation, transformation. This is all about change. This is all about embracing the process that you're going through. Because what you're experiencing right now it's like growing you. It's helping you to connect with your wisdom. It's helping you to really realize your strength and what you bring to this world, because you bring so much. And I feel like sometimes you don't see it. Sometimes when you look in the mirror, you don't see your greatness and your beauty, but you are a stunning being. Okay, I always say beautiful being, but you are a stunning being, right? And it's just about this transformation is about you realizing how amazing you are. Because you've shortchanged yourself sometimes. You've told yourself that you didn't deserve the greatness that you do deserve. And so you're coming into an understanding of what it is you truly deserve. All right, your path is the base chakra. That's the root chakra, Muladhara. I'm going to link, I think I have something that I can link for you to sort of have some good vibrations going into that root chakra and helping you with this. It's all about your sense of security, your sense of stability. If you had tough situations that you experienced during childhood, which most of us did, a lot of us did. If you didn't, you were super lucky. But those tough situations, I think even those of us who went through tough things, we were lucky too. Because those are the challenges that really help you to understand your worth. Okay? It's like going the hard way. It's tough, But when you get those lessons, oh my gosh, there's nothing that can take away that feeling. It's a rush. It's amazing. And you are coming into that where you're saying, I have been through a lot. Like, that's what you say to yourself. I've been through so much. But now you're seeing the value of that. And so that's coming through with your root chakra. You're gaining stability. You're gaining security in your sense of self and who you are. And it's like, I see you, even though it's so funny because what I'm seeing right now is even though you've got root chakra, which is grounded, stable energy, that's earth energy, I'm seeing you with wings, but you can't have wings until you have experienced that like groundedness. You are sure of yourself. So now you can take off and fly. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that baby bird has to get confidence first. Like, I'm okay. And then you start using those wings. So you've gotten your wings and now you're ready to start flying. So there might be some fear that's coming to you. But just step beyond it. And I know sometimes that can be so uncomfortable, but I promise you, if you step beyond the fear, you'll get what you need. You will. Okay, so for your outcome, you have accelerated motion. That's like an 8 of Wands type of energy where there's communication. And I see that with the, what was it? Yeah, the fiery climax. So I said that there's a lot of motion that's coming. There's a lot of, it'll feel like hubbub. It'll feel kind of like, God, like, just chill. You want to tell everybody around you, just chill. Like, it's, but that's the climax before the resolution. And so there is going to be a sense of calm that comes after that. You just got to make your way through that. But this accelerated motion is bringing a much more expanded awareness of who you are. And so it will be completely worth it. It might feel like you're going through some drama at that time, but once you get past that, you're going to be like, it was worth it because I learned lessons and I saw things that I needed to see. You're going to learn things that you need to learn right now, and you're going to come out of this so much stronger. And you're already strong, but you're only going to gain strength through this. Okay? All right, I'm going to pull a card from Luck. Well, that came out so super. It flipped. Or you got best self, connecting to higher self. Like you are doing it right now. Connecting to higher self, recognizing your faults, inspired to become better. So what you're going through with your love relationship right now is all to bring you to a higher vibrational state. And not only are you going to vibe higher, but you're going to have so much more control over your vibration. So when you see that things are going in a way that's like conflict and drama and toxicity, you're like, oh, nope. And you're really learning the signs of that's something I don't want to have anything to do with. I'm going to shield my energy from that. That's something that's not going to be fruitful for me. I'm going to pass on that. And so but yeah, so I see that there's some like conflict within, this could be an emotional connection, okay? But this is bringing you to your sense of who you really are. You're getting to know you through this experience and what you will put up with and what you won't, and what you want and what you don't. Okay? All right. I'm going to pull, they're saying to pull a tarot card. So I want to clarify this love with best self. Oh my God, you got the Empress. It's all about you and your growth and your expansion. Okay? So just trust that. It's like trust the process. You're getting to the point where you need to be. And it may have come sometimes with a little bit of pain attached to it, or in some cases a lot. But you're getting to that place where you've been wanting to be, and you're earning it. All right, that already flipped. This is for money and finances. So you've got charity. So that's about giving and then knowing that you will receive that in return. And you don't want to give to the point where it's like it's painful for you, because you got to make sure that goes back to that root chakra. You got to make sure that you're taken care of, right? That's security, that's stability, that's making sure that your needs are met. But if you have a little bit to spare, if you have some time, and it might not just be like with resources, financial resources, but it could be with your time, helping somebody, or, giving somebody a little bit of encouragement. All of that counts as charity. And it does come back to you as abundance and prosperity. Yeah. You also had prudence. So that shows, like, for example, sometimes I see you might be feeling like you want to spend a lot right now. You might be feeling like there's a need to spend, and there really isn't. So be careful of any thoughts of anxiety that would push you to like spend extra money. You don't need to spend it right now. You just need to work on your craft, invest in yourself, give yourself the time, attention, and love that you may have not given yourself in the past, so that you're nurtured and so that you have that time and energy to put into your finances. Okay? All right, I'm going to pull a card for creative endeavors. Let's see what Divine has for you. All right, you've got... All right, so... okay, so what I'm seeing here, you've got Five of Think, which is Five of Swords, and Creator. So for that Five of Swords, I'm seeing that there is some conflict of the mind, and some conflict around you, as far as like there may be like envious eyes that are checking you out. There may be someone that hasn't shown you support that you desired at one time, or perhaps even now. But Divine is saying that if you will bring your focus back to where it really matters, back to you, you're going to succeed with your goals. So this is just like inspiration for you, really, because you got to let your haters motivate you. I feel like there are people who see your greatness, and they might even see more of your greatness than you do, because you've been shortchanging yourself, right? You've been telling yourself that you've been thinking sometimes about the limitations, okay? And you see the limitations, but they're not really there, because you have so much potential, more than you've given yourself credit for. So whatever negativity this is, where there's some opposition or some conflict, Divine is saying, get into your creator mode and stay there, because it's beautiful. And when you get into that creator mode, you come up with the most amazing things that no one else will. It's just you. You are the vessel. So, open up to that divine energy within you, and shut out all those other distractions that are around you, because it's not worth your time. All right, I'm going to close with a spirit animal card. All right, ooh, you've got the fox. I like that. Intuitive, observant, and intellectual. You are being guided to look beyond the shadow side of any relationship. Open your eyes, mind, and heart to the limitless opportunities around you. So that goes back to gaining knowledge from any conflict that you're experiencing. You're going to look around you and see, you're going to be smart like that fox, right? And say, this looks like a negative, but how can I turn this around to be a positive? How can I make sure that I win in this situation? Yeah. So looking beyond the shadow side, when you see a problem, when you see a conflict, think about how you can learn from that, how you can grow from that, how you can expand your awareness from that experience, how you can benefit from it. Okay? Sly like the fox is a good thing. Being sly, to a certain extent, it's a good thing. So, yes, you got it. You got it. All right, group one, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. All right, group two, let's go ahead and see what Divine has to say for your overall energy. All right, God of Reflections. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. So there's been this tendency where you've said, they have so many wonderful things about them, or I see this great thing in this person or in that person. And you felt like you didn't have those qualities within yourself, but universe is saying to you that you absolutely do, because all of those things that you've admired in other people, it's a reflection of your own gifts, of your own talents. And so you're able to see and value in other people what you already have in yourself. So if you find yourself admiring someone or stepping back and saying, oh man, they did really well with that, be aware of going to the aspect of, or to that thought where you say, I wish I could do that, because you can. And I really feel like you're already doing it. You're just not giving yourself the credit for doing it. So those things that you admire in other people, you're already doing. Okay, so Divine is saying to value yourself and to value your gifts. Okay. All right, you also have meditate and contemplate. So that goes right along with that, where you are looking to see what you bring to the environment around you, what you have to offer. And for some of you, this has been it's played a big impact on your creative endeavors and your courage to walk out the steps that you need to in order to accomplish your goals. And for some of you, it's more of a relationship type thing, where insecurity has made you feel like you're not deserving of a good love, but you are. And you may have been comparing yourself to others. That's easy to do on social media. You gotta be careful with that, okay? Because a lot of the things that you're seeing are not really as they appear to be. So be very careful with comparing yourself. Never compare yourself to others. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday, because it's all about being a better you, but it's not about comparing yourself to other people. Okay? So meditate and contemplate on the greatness of you. Divine is saying to bring your awareness to all that you are, and to take your eyes off of other people, because I feel like there may be some comparing going on, and some thoughts that you're not good enough, but you absolutely are. You have everything that you need. All right. I'm going to lay a spread for situation, path, outcome. Okay, situation, path, and outcome. Okay. All right, for your situation, you've got rejoice and celebration. So there is something to be really, really happy about. I see for some of you, this is a success that is happening because of your work that you've been doing. And for some of you, this is literal, like with your career. Okay, so there's something good in the works for that. But for others of you, this is a celebration of the work that you've been doing on yourself, and you're going to start feeling the effects of that. You've been really working on loving yourself and accepting yourself more, and so you're going to wake up in the morning feeling better about life. And Divine is saying to focus also on how you start your day. Start off the day with positive intentions, and really take some time for yourself, 15 to 20 minutes at least, just to reflect on your greatness and on your gratitude, okay? and that's going to set you up for a much better day. For your path, you have financial and material changes. So yeah, and then I want to go ahead and say for your outcome, you've got wisdom. So know that the changes that you're going through, you might feel like some you might feel like some things are up in the air. I feel like there's a lack of stability, a feeling of stability that you want, that you're just not feeling it right now. You're feeling like you want things to be more set in stone. For some of you, your routine has switched up and you're like, I just want to feel grounded again. So there needs to be an intentional effort to ground yourself, okay, to increase your stability. That's with the root chakra, the Muladhara. You can listen to a sound frequency video or a sound bath for the root chakra, and that'll really help to ground you. You can go outside and connect with the trees, connect with Mother Earth, connect with the ground. It's going to help bring stability to your root chakra and to help you feel more just grounded and secure. Okay? And for your outcome, you've got wisdom. So that's going to bring you, just know that all of the changes, the lack of stability that you feel right now, it's bringing you to a place of more self-awareness and more self-understanding. And you're expanding your awareness from all of this. So it really is your path. Because you're learning a lot of lessons along the way. Okay? So it will be worth it. That's the message from Spirit. It will be worth it. Just hold tight, okay? And the focus should be on valuing yourself, okay? I'm pulling a card for money, career, and finances. Oh, okay, so you've got recognition. So there's something that you're going to be recognized for that you feel like, why am I doing this? You know, is this bringing me any benefit? What good is this? You might be second guessing some of your goals right now. But sometimes, and you know, it's not to say that we should do the work in order to receive recognition, but when you get it, it does feel good, right? So you're going to receive some recognition. This could be for some of you a bonus. For some of you, it's just a congratulations, which can also feel amazing because being seen, being heard, knowing that you are being recognized for your work and for your effort, that is important at some points, certain points along the way. That is important. So that's coming. And you've also got retail. So I see you like turning something that you know into a service or a product that will bring you abundance. So think about that. There's so much that you know how to do that you could teach somebody. And that goes right along with that, like undervaluing yourself with the God of Reflections card, where you're looking around, you're saying, these people are doing such amazing things. You can do that too. You have every bit of potential as these other people that you're looking around and saying, they're so good, they're so great. Well, so are you. You're great too. So this time, this place in time, this point in time is all about you embracing what's amazing about you. Okay? All right. I'm going to do, oh, you know what? I went out of order, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do creative endeavors, and then I'll do love. Usually I do love before money, but that's okay. All right. To find out what message do you have? All right. For creative endeavors, you've got flow. Yes, absolutely. So with that recognition card, until you get to that place where you're feeling like you're recognized and acknowledged for what you're doing, just flow in your beauty, flow in your greatness, flow in your creativity, and let that carry you. It has to be like, when you create, it has to be a very personal thing, because a lot of times other people don't give you your props that you deserve. But that's when you can appreciate your craft the most, because you have to get yourself to the next point. It can't be somebody else, you know, because they're not there, or they're not ready. They're not at a point yet where they can congratulate you. Or maybe it's just a point in time where you're supposed to learn on your own and say, I'm good. You know, so you're really going to see what you bring to the table. So That's a good thing. I love it. All right, I'm going to pull a card for love to find what message do you have for this beautiful being. Okay, you have 3. All right, so you've got... All right, so this card is about projection, and it's saying that with your connection, that you may be seeing... Oh, and this is amazing, because this kind of goes back to that reflections card, where you may be seeing yourself through the eyes of someone else. I feel like this goes back to that card where you're not seeing your worth. In your connection, there's something that you're devaluing yourself about. You're saying, you know, either I don't deserve this, or I feel like for some of you, you're seeing an issue, but you're talking yourself out of believing that it's worth fixing, or that you deserve to have that situation come to a place of like improvement. Okay, so you deserve the very best. It all goes back to that. You deserve the very best. This is not only about creative endeavors, this is about love too. You deserve the very best. Okay, you've got the recurring card. So that's about patterns repeating themselves, that winding staircase. So this is about things, habits, patterns playing out over and over again. And you know what? I feel like for some of you, this is not romantic. This is in either platonic, like a friendship, or a family relationship, where you're seeing the same old stuff happen over and over again. And Divine is saying it's time to do you. It's time to say, you know what? This is not right. I don't deserve this. This whole spread is about realizing what you deserve. Okay, and the last card you have is intimacy. Oh, emotional closeness, deep mutual connection. Feeling secure and loved. I mentioned the root chakra earlier. Okay, so yeah, working on that root chakra, going outside, connecting with nature, connecting with the ground, with the trees. I'm looking right now at my kyanite. This is a great stone to ground yourself. Carnelian even, that's like the sacral chakra with the darker specimens of carnelian. But that is very grounding, helping you to feel very secure. Okay? And especially with like past traumas and things that have made you feel anxious, carnelian is so beautiful. I encourage you to get some, you know, and really see what you connect with. Don't just buy the first thing unless it really, you know, you feel connection with it. But look at that. It's so heavy. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so healing. So I feel like there's, you could get into some crystal work, some crystal magic. But there's a need to feel grounded and secure in who you are. Okay? All right. I'm going to close with a spirit animal card to find what message do the spirit animals have for this beautiful being. All right. Oh, you had 2. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to do this one first. Oh my gosh, the falcon. Independence, knowledge, clarity. You're gaining clarity on who you are. You're gaining clarity on your greatness and who you are and what you want and what you don't want. You're being guided to observe and grow spiritually, find clarity, and rise above any relationship issues. Your intuitive nature, you're very deep and intuitive. Speed and accuracy allow you to find and seize opportunity effortlessly. And that goes back to your creative endeavors. Anything that you put your mind to, you are going to succeed with. You just have to set your mind that, you know what? I'm going to do this. And in those moments where I'm tempted to doubt myself, I'm going to move a step beyond that. That's all you have to do. You just have to move a step beyond the fear and go forward. And then you also have elk, stamina, awareness, and tenacity. We talked about that with gaining awareness of who you are. You are being guided to keep your eyes, mind, and heart on your desires. What do you want? Your power will follow through and break free from discomfort. Expand and stretch yourself in ways that you never thought were possible. You are a teacher and a student of the life. You're both. You're always learning and you're always sharing that knowledge. So keep doing that. Keep doing that because that's your calling. Okay? All right, beautiful being. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And please don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. All right, group 3. Let's go ahead and see what message Divine has for you for overall energy. You got 2. All right, you've got Angel of Emergence. It is time for the real you to emerge. So there's some things that you've been holding back. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is pertaining to your creative endeavors. And for some of you, this is pertaining to your relationship, love relationship. So you've wanted to kind of let something out. For some of you, this is a secret that you've been holding on to. But for others of you, this is just a part of you creatively that you've wanted to share, that you felt ashamed of. And you don't have to feel ashamed at all. Whatever it is that you want to let out, whether it's to a friend or to a lover or to an audience or to the public, like, it's okay. Because it's a good thing. It's always a good thing. It's always the best thing to be you, to be who you truly are. Okay? You've also got God of spiritual healing. An aspect of you or a situation in your life is in need of healing. So this is about taking the time that you need for yourself. Taking the time to say, you know what, I understand that there are these other things around me, these other relationships, obligations, responsibilities, that yes, they are important, but I'm important too. And truly, you have to take care of yourself before you give any energy to anyone else, because if you don't do that, you're depleting yourself. Okay? You're depleting yourself of your energy. And it's like trying to drive a car on E. You can't do that. You have to nourish yourself and nurture your own energy, okay? I'm gonna pull another card. Divine, let's see what you got. The answers you need are coming. So there's some things that you've been wondering about. There's some things I see like perplexities, worries, a little bit of anxiety. But Divine is saying that that's not necessary because it's all going to be worked out. The answers are coming. They're on their way. So you don't have to doubt. It's not that you have to. And for some of you, you've been pushing really hard to try to figure it out and work it all out. But there's no need because the universe is working on your behalf anyway. So those areas that you've been struggling in, those obstacles that you've been like, oh my God, how is this going to work out? You don't have to worry about it. Do the best you can, and then after that, release it, and universe has your back. Okay? All right, I'm going to pull or lay a spread for situation, path, outcomes. All right, situation. They're flying. I like when they do that. That's good energy. All right, for your situation, you have truth. This is about balance. This is about you walking in your truth, because you had that card for Angel of Emergence. It's time for the real you to come forth. I feel like there have been ways that you've been like quieting yourself. I see like a butterfly over your mouth where it's like, you're such a beautiful being and you're not letting all of your beauty out because you're afraid of what people might think or what they might say. And there's no need for that. Okay, so let that butterfly fly, and your energy is going to open up your throat chakras opening. You can do some throat chakra work. Blue lace agate is a really beautiful crystal for throat chakra work. blue lace agate, and you can wear it on a pendant to help open up your throat chakra. And you're going to be speaking your truth. I see that as well, because with this truth card, it's about you not only walking in your truth, but speaking your truth as well. And it's time for the real you to shine through, because you're so beautiful. There's nothing about you that should be hidden from the world. Okay? Let's see. Okay, so that was I lost track. All right, so for your path, you got new beginnings. That's what it's all about. It's about rewriting your, like, the direction that you're going in, like redirecting yourself, because you were headed in a direction that was for other people. It was to please them. It was to keep everybody quiet and to keep everybody off your back. I feel like you're a person that doesn't like a lot of conflict. I understand completely. Who wants conflict, right? You know, we want smooth sailing. Sometimes that conflict can make you, sometimes that's the only thing that will really make you realize how strong you are. And so any conflict that you might experience, know that you are up for the challenge. Universe would not allow you to go through this if you weren't ready to experience it. So you're going to be going through new beginnings. And look at that. She's on top of the world. That's you. You're dominating. And I see that you're really talented. You just have to know it. And so your outcome is light. Know your light. Because this is about how you present yourself to the world. So it's all about you having confidence in saying, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I like. This is what I do. And if you have an issue with it, sorry, not sorry, bye. You know, but for real, like, be confident in your light. I feel like you are you're mastering your darkness, and that's important too, because who you are when you're alone, you know, going through and processing those hurts and pains. I feel like you've been putting a lot of emphasis on your healing, that inner work. But it's also a time for you to present yourself to people and to say, this is a result of all that work I've done. That's why you've done that shadow work. That's why you've done that work of nurturing yourself through these pains and hurts and that suffering. Where now you're ready to say, I love who I am. And I stand by myself. Like, that's something, you know, that song, stand by your man. Like, that's cool. You can stand by somebody. But to stand for yourself, oh my God, like, untouchable. Like, that's what everybody aspires to be, is a person that can stand alone and say, whether you support me or not, this is who I am and I love who I am. And that's what you're stepping into. So that's a beautiful place to be in. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card for love. Okay, let's see what Divine has for you. Future, making future plans. Oh, they see a future with you. Hard to stay present. So there may be some difficulties that you're experiencing right now in the present, but I feel like the connection that you have is really, really conducive to building a future with this person. Like, the odds are in your favor, I'll say. You know, it's like, it's a beautiful thing that you're building together. And there might be times where you don't feel like you're moving in sync, or like you're really complementing each other. But just know that friction that happens sometimes, that sharpens you. And it keeps you on your toes. And it helps you to get to know each other. Because when you know the difficulties that you experience with each other, it helps you to know yourself better and to know how to work together better. So yeah, this is really beautiful, because I see, and you may feel like this is a very practical, like how could this really be the answer to my prayers, to my, you know, like, this is my dream come true? Because it might just feel so sometimes like natural and basic. But it feels basic sometimes because it is so natural. It's supposed to be. And so sometimes connections like that can feel a little bit boring, but you can also always bring some excitement to it, and that'll be good too, you know. So if you feel like things are a little bit dry right now, you know, think about role play, think about going to a new place. Sometimes it's good, like with your lover, you can go to a hotel. Just switching up the environment, you know, can be really exciting. So yeah, do something fun with your love life, with your love connection. That's gonna bring some new life to it, because I feel like this is headed in a direction of being together for the long haul. So you want to keep it fun and exciting. All right, I'm going to pull a card for money and finances. All right, okay, you got four cards. Or you got the Office. So there might be some, I feel like you might be looking for a new place to work. You might be searching for a new office, a new place to work, a new but also for some of you, this is an issue of like virtual work, telework versus going into the office. You might be moving out of a in-person work environment, switching to virtual. And that's been happening a lot with all the shifts that we've had. But you will, like, one thing that will really help you with that, with those shifts and those changes that we're all going through as we get through this this global situation that we're going through, is grounding yourself. Because when you feel stable within your body and within yourself, you feel stable whether you're in the office or at home or wherever you are. So doing some root chakra work will really help with whatever changes you're going through in your work environment. You've also got networkers, so it's time to link up with someone. It's time to think about the people around you that are in your niche or in your, perhaps in your office. Now, those two cards might be going together, that you can work with. And sometimes two heads are better than one. Sometimes. So this is one of those situations where you really benefit from putting your head together with someone else and coming up with an idea or working on a project together. Okay, you've got ask for help. So if there's something that you feel like you don't know with your money or finances, Divine is saying to reach out. And this could be something as simple as virtually, like looking on YouTube and finding a financial expert with something. Just make sure they really do have expertise and they can be trusted, you know. But it could be seeking a financial advisor and getting advice from them. So don't be afraid to ask for help. And you've also got designers, so there's something that you need to craft. I see you working with your hands. I see you creating something. You have a very creative mind, very advanced, or you see things, you see possibilities where other people think it's done, but you see the life in a situation, and you can really bank on that, you know, because that's a gift. So you're creative, use that to your advantage, okay, where you're creating things and designing them. And I see you as a very unique person with unique ideas. So you have something very different to bring to your area of expertise and your niche and your, you're the thing, whatever it is that you do, you know, you make it more beautiful. You make it better, okay? All right, I'm gonna pull a card for creative endeavors. All right, you've got 8 of Create, so that's motion, that's momentum. I see like messages coming in. You might feel like, I see almost like a 6 of Wands moment where like you're getting emails and messages with this 8 of Create, but it's because it's congratulations, it's recognition for you. So sometimes the 8 of Create, 8 of Wands can feel a little bit overwhelming, like, okay, can y'all just chill? Can everything just calm down for a little bit? So make sure that you are nurturing yourself and giving yourself rest and love no matter what it is that you're going through. Even if it feels very successful and very beneficial, it can still sometimes be very draining to have a lot of people contacting you and in your inbox and in your, so make sure that you're taking good care of yourself, okay? But I see it as a positive thing, so that's good. And I'm going to pull a card for spirit animals to see what the spirit animals are saying. Tortoise, patience, persistence, and resourceful. I'm getting earth energy there, and that's good for grounding, because we talked about the root chakra and needing to feel secure and stable. So also patience. That tortoise energy is slow. That turtle energy, tortoise, is very slow, but you know what? It lasts. So tortoise energy is not about bring it in real quick and then it's over. No. It's like you're in it for the long haul. So if it seems like it's hard to get something going, or you're like, oh my God, I've been working on this for so long, when is it gonna produce some results for me? Just stay with it, stay the course, because that's the lesson right now. When this animal is coming to you, when this spirit animal is coming to you, the tortoise, it's saying to stay in it for the long haul, to not give up. Okay, you are being guided to be mindful. Enjoy each moment and have patience with yourself and others. Taking small steps forward will deliver you huge accomplishments. See that? You just gotta stay the course. Stay the course, okay? And it will be worthwhile. Ashe. All right, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.